This is not a fairy tale. Come and play the game. If you want to take the tower on, you'll have to say his name. It's Wily, Wily, Wily Sneak. It's off to the tower. You'll be up against each other. Sabotage the game, my friend, but do not blow your cover. I am waiting for you, kiddies. Who will take the rest? Because only one will escape, and the rest... You're trapped!
What do you think? I need to look especially handsome today. Madame Dervisage has set me up on a blind date. She's given me a pictograph. Ooh! Oh! Disgustinous! Where's all her warts? Look at her! Oh, I've been set up. That madam, she must think I'm an idiot. Oh, no time for dates. Here are the unfortunates. Ha! Up they come. You have to mind your feet with those vultures. We've had a few unfortunates arrive with only 6 toes instead of 7. This batch of unfortunates are from Bristol. There's Chris, who's a champion cucumber wrestler. Louisa, who is terrified of gravy. Jake is having the time of his life. That's Poppy. She has a built-in sat-nav. Jeremy, who is not good in the mornings. And Rhiannon, who is twinned with the town of Calais. Of course, these aren't the only unfortunates to come to the tower. This is my watch tank. This is where I get to see everything that goes on in the tower. For years, bobbing craft full of unfortunates have been coming to the tower. Imprisoned at the top, they work to pass the challenges and escape each floor. For each challenge, a new saboteur is chosen.
You are the saboteur.
Only one will escape with the key of freedom, and the rest remain trapped.
Floor 6. Wall of Sorrow.
Ugh, Wall of Sorrow. This challenge has brought even giants to tears. To succeed at this challenge, the unfortunates have to rebuild the Wall of Sorrow. To pass, the wall must be complete at the end of 90 seconds. They'll have to keep their wits about them, because at some point, all the lights will go out and the saboteur will strike. And then, them unfortunates will find out why we call it the Wall of Sorrow. Quick, get building. Remember, the wall must be finished at the end of the challenge. So, who is the one who can't be trusted? It's time to pick the saboteur!
Chris, do not react. You are the saboteur. It is your job to ensure your team fail this challenge. You can do this by destroying the wall when there are blackouts. I will guide you through your whisper clip.
Will it be tears for Chris, or can he fool the team?
Unfortunates!
This is the Wall of Sorrow.
To pass, you must rebuild the wall by the end of 90 seconds.
Let the challenge begin!
Now! Right, Chris. This challenge is about being part of the team in the light and a devious saboteur in the dark. That's it. Blend in with the team. Aren't they doing well? Shame you'll have to ruin all their hard work. There's a blackout coming. Your team are all bunched together, so move carefully. Here it comes. Now's your chance. Be very quiet. Oh no! Poppy must have seen you.
Oh, come on. Oh, get us both back doing it.
Poppy and Jake are the only ones on the other side of the wall. A great position for you to frame them. The team are really working well. The last blackout is coming. Listen, Chris, this time you can't let anyone see you. You must destroy the wall. Carefully this time.
30 seconds.
No, you've knocked Louisa, that's 2 people that may suspect you now.
No more bricks, you guys. Okay. Yeah, here. Pass them over.
They're panicking. All you can do now is try to help. Make sure they don't finish the wall. They're working really fast. Try to slow them down.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
They're not going to do it.
2.
Your time is up. You failed miserably.
Oh, that is embarrassing. The shame.
You must now vote for who you think the saboteur was. Chris, who do you think the saboteur was?
I think it was Jake because he was always near the wall.
Louisa.
I thought it was Chris because when the lights came back on, I saw him moving.
Jake.
I think the saboteur was Chris because I was standing on one side and Chris was on the same side and I felt a brush and I knew it was Chris because he was behind me.
Poppy.
I thought the saboteur was Chris because he was closest to where the wall was knocked down.
Jeremy. Who do you think the saboteur was?
I thought it was Jake because he was the only one here, and when the lights came on, the bricks were scattered that way, but not that way.
Rhiannon.
I think the saboteur was Chris because when the lights came on, he kept moving backwards.
You have voted for Chris. I can now reveal the saboteur was in fact Chris. Chris, although you were undetected, you failed to sabotage the challenge. Therefore, you will not be leaving this room. The others are free to pass to the next floor.
Oh, a successful sabotage, but not quite sneaky enough to get away with it.
Chris, why do you think you failed as a saboteur?
Because I was not quiet enough and I always was near the wall.
Poor, unfortunate Chris.
You're trapped!
Every floor, we trap one more, and poor old Chris is bricked in good and proper.
Floor 5. Spooked.
Some people say lots of the books in this next challenge are spookified. And they'd be right! This is the Tower Library, and that is Miss Mutternot, the bad-tempered librarian. To pass this challenge, unfortunates must find 3 safe books and hand them to the librarian. But beware, Miss Mutternot has an awful temper. If they pick 3 spooked books, they will fail. It's time to pick the saboteur.
Poppy, do not react. You are the saboteur. It is your job to ensure your team fail this challenge. You can do this by manipulating your team to pick spooked books. All the spooked books are thin books, but don't be too obvious. You don't want to be detected. I will guide you through your whisper clip.
Can Poppy spin some tales to make the team lose?
Unfortunates. This is spooked. To pass, you must hand the librarian 3 safe books. Let the challenge begin! Now!
Right, okay,
Okay, Poppy, this challenge is all about persuading the others without being too obvious.
Yeah, go on. Or maybe this one, maybe. Could be this one.
Everyone's talking, you must speak up.
Yeah.
No, that's not a thin book. Oh well, if you hand it over, it makes you look trustworthy. We'll get them on the next one.
Yes!
Right, Poppy, there's a lot of thin books on the front shelf. Say it's the spiders that must be safe.
Maybe
A spider.
Maybe if we try and find the snake.
Oh yeah, spider.
Yes, go with that. Jeremy agrees. Go!
Okay then. Can I do it, please?
Yeah, Jake.
This is spooked, and Jake's gonna be the one to upset the librarian. There's a thin scorpion on the front shelf. Get them to try a scorpion.
Sorry.
Should we just do another scorpion?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Lead them to it.
I don't think scorpions.
Excellent. Take it.
Should we try this one?
Maybe that's
No,
a spider.
Jake's grabbed a thick book. Make them take the thin one.
Do you want to check out?
What are they doing?
Okay, go on then. Let's try it.
Jeremy's got it. And you look innocent again. Oh, how disappointing for them.
I reckon this one, because look, it's
Yeah,
got
I reckon that one. Yeah, just try that one. I don't mind. Right,
They're all talking over each other. Take control.
How about do a spider then? Do a spider.
No, not that one. This is dangerous. Get the next one wrong and they've passed. Come on, puppy.
Yes.
You must grab a thin one or you're trapped.
How about another scorpion?
Yes, make them take it.
I really wouldn't
How about
know.
this one?
Go on, puppy. Excellent.
Is that a colour book?
Say you haven't had a purple book.
Is that a coloured body?
Grab it.
This one because we haven't had a purple one yet.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, nicely done. Let someone else take the blame. Oh, I do like to upset Miss Mutternot.
Unfortunates! You have failed miserably.
Looks like the team have failed. But has the saboteur been seen?
You must now vote for who you think the saboteur was. Jake,
I think the saboteur was Louisa, because when we got one right, she didn't really cheer.
Poppy,
I thought it was Louisa because when we got a wrong one, she had a little smirk on her face and she was happy. But when we got a right one, she was feeling a bit down.
Jeremy,
I think it was Louisa as well, because when it was a bad one, she sort of had a smirk as well.
Rhiannon,
I think the saboteur was Jake because most of the scorpions were wrong and he suggested most of the scorpions.
Louisa,
I thought it was Jake because when we got a wrong one, he was kind of happy in a way and not happy in another way.
you have voted for Louisa. I can now reveal the saboteur was, in fact, Poppy.
What?
Ha! If she keeps this up, she could be going free.
Louisa, you will not be leaving this room. The others are free to pass to the next floor. Louisa, how do you feel about being trapped?
I don't really mind because I've got lots of books to read.
Whatever.
Poor, unfortunate Louisa.
You're trapped!
Oh, perfect play from Poppy.
Floor 4, two-faced liar.
Sorting truth from lies can be tricky. Or can it? No, it can. Or can it? No, it positively can. Or can it? Meet Madame de Visage, the two-faced liar. To pass this challenge, the unfortunates must listen to Madame's reflection make statements. They must decide if they are true or false. If they get 3 right, they will pass. But get 3 wrong, and they will fail. But it's not just Madame's perfume that smells dodgy. Someone is going to be up to summit.
Jeremy, do not react. You are the saboteur. It is your job to ensure your team fail this challenge. I will tell you which facts are true and which are false. You should use this information to make sure others choose incorrectly. But don't be too obvious. I will guide you through your whisper clip.
Come on, Jeremy.
Unfortunates! This is two-faced liar.
To pass, you must guess correctly 3 times.
Let the challenge begin now!
Bonjour, mon enfants. Am I not beautiful?
Yes, madame.
Yes, madame. Merci.
Beautiful. You don't have to start lying yet, Jeremy.
Cows have 4 stomachs.
This is true. Tell them they have more than 4.
Is it true or false?
So I think they have like 6 or 5.
Yeah, just
but more
do.
than
I don't know.
about false. Oh, false or true? Because it's quite like cows.
What is your answer?
4 or 6. It's either one of them.
They just like
True. True.
Don't worry. Look happy. We'll get them on the next one.
It is true.
Yes. It's like 4 or 6.
Well done. I give you another statement. Are you ready? Déjà vu is French for already seen.
This is true. Tell them it's false.
Is it true or false? I cannot hear.
True.
False.
Agree with Poppy?
I agree with Poppy. I think it's
Yes.
false.
You think it's false?
Yeah.
Lovely work, Jeremy.
No. It is true. Oh, never mind. There is another chance for you. Okay. I give you your next statement. Barcelona is the capital of Spain.
This is false. Tell them it's true. Say it's massive, so it must be true.
It's like a massive city, so it's true. True. It's like massive city, so it's probably massive.
Okay, Jeremy, don't be too obvious.
True. Yeah.
You think it is true?
That was good, but don't take over. They must not suspect you.
No! It is false!
That's true to you!
No! Madrid is the capital of Spain.
Don't care. Next one.
Statement. Pay attention.
Be subtle, Jeremy.
Slugs have no noses.
This is false. Say they don't look like they have a nose.
Oh, look, say they don't really have like a nose, or is the? They hardly have anything. It's just like a round bit at the end, isn't it?
I reckon false, but Jeremy?
Say it's true!
I think it might be true.
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 Let us see. No! It is false.
That's it!
The slug has 4 noses.
What?
You failed miserably.
Oh, nicely done. But has the saboteur been spotted?
You must now vote for who you think the saboteur was and why. Jeremy, who do you think the saboteur was?
I think the saboteur was Poppy because every question that we got wrong, she agreed it was the right answer.
Rhiannon.
I think the saboteur was Jeremy because when we got a question wrong, he didn't seem that sad.
Jake.
I think the saboteur was Jeremy because every question we trusted him on was wrong.
Poppy.
I thought the saboteur was Jeremy because every time we got a question wrong, he had a smirk on his face.
You have voted for Jeremy. I can now reveal the saboteur was in fact Jeremy. Jeremy, you will not be leaving this room. The others are free to pass to the next floor.
Well, it's no good sabotaging the game if everyone knows it's you, is it?
Jeremy, why do you think you failed as a saboteur?
Maybe I just didn't act as good as the saboteur should be and made some silly mistakes.
Poor, unfortunate Jeremy.
You have to be good at telling lies, and I'm afraid Jeremy is not.
Floor 3. Camp Fear!
Camp Fear? That's not a place you want to spend your school holly weeks. Pitch your tents if you dare. To pass this challenge, the unfortunates must find 9 pieces of wood and assemble the campfire. Once built, they must take shelter and rest. But beware, if someone puts the fire out, the Moon Howler will appear. They must keep the beast at bay and quickly build the fire in time, or they will fail. There's only 3, so who will it be? It's time to pick the Saboteur.
Jake, do not react. You are the Saboteur. It is your job to ensure your team fail this challenge. You can do this by making sure the fire is not built at the end of 2 minutes. Remember, as soon as you put out the fire, you will have just 7 seconds to destroy it and get back to your tent. Don't panic. I will guide you through your whisper clip.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Unfortunates! This is Camp Fear. To pass, the fire must be complete at the end of 2 minutes. Let the challenge begin now!
Right, Jake. When the fire is built, you will get the chance to sabotage. But remember, you've only got 7 seconds from when you put the fire out. That's it. Get in your tent. Remember to be quiet when you come out, okay? Now! Put the fire out first. Right, you've got 7 seconds. Get rid of those logs. Where are you going? You've still got time. The Moon Howler's out. Don't be distracted by him. Okay, out you come. There he is. Don't just stand there. Help your team. In your tent. Jake, this time you're gonna have to remove more logs. They're building it far too quickly. Okay, out. Fire out first. Now make the most of your time. Quietly. That's good.
60
Back you go.
seconds.
Sit tight. Okay, out you come. Let the girls see you helping. They mustn't suspect you. That's it. Good.
Is that a move?
In you go. Right, coast is clear. Out you come. This time, really spread the logs. This could be your last chance. That's good. Time's running out. Watch out. Now back in. That was close. Back out again. Here we go. Don't let them build the fire this time. There's no time to knock it down. The girls are building too quickly.
10,
There's just 1 log left.
9,
I don't think they've seen
8,
it.
7,
No, leave it.
6, 5,
Do
4,
something.
2, 1.
No! Sorry. I was scared that he was going to come out before me.
Unfortunates!
The final log has fallen.
You have failed.
Oh, I can't watch. Actually, I can.
You must now vote for who you think the saboteur was and why. Jake.
I thought the Saboteur was Poppy because she was always the last one out of the tent and it didn't look like she was helping much.
Poppy.
I thought it was Jake because on the last stick, he was afraid to put the stick down on the fire.
Rhiannon.
I think the saboteur was Jake because at the last moment he wouldn't put the stick on the fire.
You have voted for Jake. I can now reveal the saboteur was in fact Jake. Jake, you will not be leaving this room. The others are free to pass to the next floor.
Trapped.
Jake, why do you think the others voted for you?
Because at the last minute I refused to put the stick on the fire.
Poor, unfortunate Jake.
You're trapped!
Poor old Jake, trapped with the Moon Howler. No wonder he's tense.
Floor 2. One way out. And there can only be one winner.
It's the fight for freedom! To win the key of freedom, unfortunates must answer questions on their time in the tower. It's simple. Win and they'll escape. Lose and they'll be trapped. Woo! I'm so excited I could grapple a granny.
Unfortunates, this is your fight for freedom. The unfortunate with the most correct answers will be the winner. You have 60 seconds to prove yourself. Let the challenge begin now!
Rhiannon, who knocked down the wall on floor 6?
Chris.
Correct. Poppy, how many tents were there in Camp Fear?
9.
Incorrect. 3. Rhiannon, on which floor did you meet the spooky librarian?
3.
Incorrect. 5. Poppy, how many facts did Madame de Visage give you?
5.
Incorrect. 4. Rhiannon, how many books did you pass to the librarian?
3.
Incorrect. 5. Poppy, in Camp Fear, what were you trying to build?
A fire.
Correct. Rhiannon, how many logs completed the fire in Camp Fear?
9.
Correct. Poppy, which floor had many mirrors?
3.
Incorrect. 4. Poppy and Rhiannon, your time is up. Rhiannon, you answered 2 questions correctly. Poppy, you answered 1 question correctly. Rhiannon, you are the winner. Congratulations. Poppy, how do you feel about being trapped?
I don't really mind because I'm glad I got this far.
Poor unfortunate Poppy.
You're trapped!
Rhiannon, you have won your freedom. Take the key and leave the tower before I change my mind.
Yes, I won my freedom.
Off she goes, out of the tower. I would be jealous, but I found my ideal Mrs. Caretaker. Look, there she is. Isn't she fit? Yeah, she's well fine. I'm going to ask Madame de Visage to set us up. So clear off, go on. I need to practice me kissing. And anyway, you wouldn't want to get trapped.